right, Ron Goodall, FightHype.com. I'm here with my man, Lonnie B.
Yes, sir.
Representing the DLX Boxing.
I got to. The best super middleweight in the world. Takeover Promotions. Y'all see what we doing?
So, just real quick, just gotta obviously show True some love.
Yeah, of course.
DLX Boxing Gym. This is where I always come and do quick takes with you.
And to touch on True, man, like I love True. True is an integral, honest person, and she let me into her gym and let me be a part of this great establishment that she runs. And it's DLX to the day we DIE.
Mention Takeover Promotions on
Takeover
the hat.
Promotion. Shout out to my boy Teofimo Lopez. Great guy, a man of his word. He's a brother to me. In boxing, fighters don't usually help fighters. And before the Josh Taylor fight, he came here and we was kicking it and about some things. And he told me some things and I kind of like ignored it because most people say they're gonna do stuff and never do it. But he was a man of his word. He came back. I thought after he beat Josh Taylor, he would forget about Lonnie B. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it is. And he came back and was a man of his word, and he's my brother, and he makes sure I'm good. Teofimo starting his own promotional company, Takeover Promotions. I'm the first fighter that he picked up, and we running it all the way to the top, baby. For February 8th, Jermaine Ortiz, get your tapes ready because he going to sleep. and then unfortunately, they try to get me on this card, but we had some stuff with the commission. But we're definitely fighting a couple weeks after. And then y'all going to see me on Teofimo's next undercard against anybody. And we can do this like a Batman and Robin thing. You know what I'm saying? When they go back to back. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's going to be. He going to do his thing. I'm definitely going to do my thing. And we running this thing all the way up to the top.
Who do you, obviously Jermaine Ortiz, tough opponent.
Yeah.
He gave Lomachenko practically another loss in his career right before the Devin Haney fight.
Yeah, I agree.
And so in this instance, right, how do you feel about this as an opponent for Teo and coming back after a big win against Josh Taylor?
Well, it just shows the heart of Teofimo Lopez, like how much of a fighter he is. I'm not gonna say no names, but most champions pick on easy guys and then try to fool the public and act like they bring up a win that the guy won 30 years ago and try to act like this is a tough fight when they know, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's listen, it's good promotion. It's good. Whoever the management team is, it's great. But if we want to talk about the sport and you want to talk about greatness, you want to talk about putting a stamp in history, you go the fighter's way. And that's what I'm impressed with Teo. Not because I'm working with him now, not because we got a brotherhood now, because he is a real fighter. He just beat Josh Taylor. He can pick any opponent. He can pick an easy opponent. But he no, give me the toughest one. He couldn't get Ryan. I believe him and Ryan was supposed to fight. And they couldn't come up with a deal.
Yeah, because he said the money was
the money wasn't
low.
right. Mm-hmm. And so they couldn't get him. So he and this is a dangerous fight. Jermaine Ortiz is a tough customer. You know what I'm saying? But he's willing to take the challenge, and I know for a fact that we'll be victorious.
I don't know if you know, but Jermaine has recruited in some form of working relationship with Bill Haney. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like, everyone wants Teo versus Devin, right? 1 and 2, right? Regardless of how you feel, that's lineal unification.
Right.
You feel like Bill's looking at Jermaine as maybe a scouting situation where he can kind of gauge in case.
Well, yeah, you got to realize boxing it is a business, So any advantage a guy can get, why wouldn't he take it? I think that's corny. That's just my personal preference. I think it's my personal opinion. I think it's corny. If you believe your guy is the best, it shouldn't matter what. It shouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And but I understand it. You know what I'm saying? But when you do stuff, and not throwing any shots at Bill because I love Bill. You know what I'm saying? Bill was family, but not throwing shots. When you do all this extra stuff, maybe it's some doubt there, that you believe your guy is really the best. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's some doubt. It shows a lot. You know what I'm saying? So just my personal opinion. I believe you train hard, you work hard, and you work on everything, every aspect of the fighting part. So when you get in there, no matter what the other guy bring, you got to answer for everything you bring, and that's just the cloth I'm cut from.
Do you I love playing devil's advocate with you.
Yeah.
Do you feel it's just maybe mind games? Like, I'm gonna mess with you, Tio. I'm gonna mess with you.
Well,
I'm gonna be in that corner. I'm gonna be yelling stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
well, the thing is, real fighters don't even. Tio's a real fighter. He's a real fighter. You know what I'm saying? So he's not even thinking about that. We don't even consider stuff like that. Like, you can do whatever you want. I'm so mentally strong. You wasting your time. Tio was cut from that cloth where he's mentally strong. Where we don't worry about what nobody got to say. We could care less. Listen, we there to take care of business and do a job, and we gonna get it done. Period.
now I know you held pads with Tio.
Yeah.
You said you can crack. I know
Andy.
totally different weight class. So drawing the comparison is a
Right.
reach, but maybe I'll come up with a headline or something with this. But
Yeah.
Tio's power and Better Beef's power, right? Because
Yeah.
I know you sparred with Better Beef.
Yeah.
In comparison to size and compact, like what's Tio's power?
Compared to Arthur's.
Just in general, yeah.
Well, Arthur Power is special. That's something that's special. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at how he broke down Callum Smith, like I said, was gonna happen. You know what I mean? You got to understand the dynamics of fighting. I understand skills play a major part, but there's some fights where it's like, in every when you're dealing with a real fighter, right? You can box, but it's gonna come a point in time, when you're gonna get in the fight, and you're gonna get in the shootout, and you're gonna have to fight off instincts, and the skills is gonna go out the window.
Does Tio have that type of power? I guess I'm just.
Yes, I first time I held the midst with him, I'm like, let me not put too much pressure on it because this is a small guy. But when he boom, I'm like, woo, like he kind of caught me off guard. I'm like, yo, you should be knocking out everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be sleeping everybody. And we've been working on. I've been giving him my opinion and some advice on some things I think that would take his fight game to the next level, because with that kind of power he got, and he's elusive with it. Listen, he could have stopped Josh Taylor. It just show you the level of fighter he is, that coming off of a shaky loss and then come back and beat a guy 10 times way better in a new weight class, a bigger guy. And he was hurting Josh Taylor. So that just goes to show you that he ain't no pillow puncher. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the power, his power saved him in that fight, in my personal opinion. The skills too. But Josh Taylor was like, when he got hit, he like, from the second round to the 12th, it was a slaughter fest. Like, I knew Tio would win. Like, we both knew, because me and him talked before the fight. So we both knew who would win. But to win like that, I feel like put him in a whole nother class. You know what I'm saying? And most guys, let me point this out. When most guys lose, they get an easy fight. When most guys move up, they get an easy fight just to see how they feel at the weight. That's why I respect Tio. He came off a loss and said, I'm gonna pick on the biggest guy they got there, Josh Taylor. No warm-ups.
No, he fought Sandor Martin.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, but wait. But another tough fight. That's a tough fight.
And what's the dude that fought Brandon Lee? His first fight at 140. He had 2 fights.
You sure?
Positive. 100%.
All right, I ain't gonna speak on something I don't know, but yeah,
Pedro Campa. You don't remember?
The Southpaw kid.
He was he's like from Mexico. I think he might be Southpaw. He's like I think Rolly called him like a gum shield. He's just tough as nails. And he fought over here in
I don't remember that fight. I don't remember that one. I'm being honest. I don't remember. But no, you're right. So, but I remember him fighting the Southpaw kid. And if you bring up that fight, right? Look how that kid was getting up out of there when Tio, he ain't want to get hit. You know what I'm saying? That shows you the punching power, you know what I'm saying, that he got. You know what I'm saying? Then go up and crush Josh Taylor. Come on, man. Like, there's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? I think Tio is a bad boy. And I'm not just saying that because, that's my brother. I mean, the work he's putting out. Like, I'm not talking from emotion. I'm talking from facts. The work he putting out. You know what I'm saying? He ain't ducking no smoke. You know what I'm saying? And he got my respect as far as a fighter go. Because most of these fighters I know is just businessmen. They just businessmen in gloves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And listen, and I'm not against that either. But me being a pure boxer and me having to fight my way to the top, I identify more with the fighting part because the business hasn't been that nice to me. You know what I'm saying? So I identify with the fighting part.
With the, because you were with Mayweather Promotions.
Yeah, I was with Mayweather Promotions.
And now you're with Takeover Promotions.
Yes.
anything similar in comparison, or anything better in the situation that's grown?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is throwing no shots at nobody, but it's kind of hard to be a superstar. And this is the business side I'm talking about. It's hard to be a superstar, and it's hard to make money if you're fighting once a year, for $10,000, and then you just get told stay in the gym, and then they wait another year and a half until they find another guy that they think can beat you, and then you got to fight again. It's hard to build up a fan base, and it's hard to make money when your career is being managed or promoted like that. And then for them to try to blame it on you and say you're not a ticket seller. Well, guess what? I'm not a promoter. It's your job to promote your product. It's my job to do my part. That's why it's called a team. If you look at everybody who's successful in boxing, David Benavidez, Canelo, Floyd Mayweather, Teofimo, they have a team. They don't do it all by themselves. They have a marketing team. They have a team but they got a team. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they're successful. But then when you got fighters where that's why I say it's political. It's political. You know what I'm saying? So it's like then you got the fighters who can fight. And if they had just a little push, they can be just as big as a star too, as any of those guys. But they, like I said, they pick and choose, and I don't know how they come up with their decisions about what fighters they pick. But in my personal opinion, once you've proven yourself, after me beating a world champion, that wipes everything. That wipes the slate clean for me. It's like I deserve, even if you don't want to make me a star, just treat me fair. If you want to put me in big fights, that's fine, because that's what I'm in this for. But treat me fair. I can't fight two of the best super middleweights in the world and not even clear 100K. Can't even go buy a house. You know what I'm saying? That's just that's insane. That's literally insane. You know what I'm saying? Like if you get there, especially with me, and why I'm saying this with me is because I didn't get to the top by politics and money, because that's what it takes to get to that level. I got there by fighting once a year, being a sacrificial lamb, fighting guys I'm supposed to lose to. And that's why I said in my other interview that I won 20-something fights I was supposed to lose. Big difference. Big difference. No training expense money, no help. I just got thrown in the middle of the ocean. And guess what? That's how I learned how to swim. If you look at, not to talk about me, but if you look at when I fought Kovalev, right? Look at what I did after that. Mind you, in the weight class I'm too small for. And I fought Kovalev on a 2-week notice for $10,000. Didn't cry, didn't complain. It didn't go my way. But look what I did after that. The guys I fought after that, 4 months later, within a year, I was ranked one of the top 10 best light heavyweights in the world with only 14 professional fights. Mind you, as the opponent, coming in as the opponent. So I fought my way to the top, and I deserve the big fights, and I deserve to be paid appropriately.
Just and in this segment on the Takeover promotion signing, just what do you think the long-term goal is going to be?
It's going to be great. Like the things that, and I don't want to say too much, but the things that we talked about, the things that I believe is going to come to fruition, it's going to be great. And also, I thank Teo for wanting to help me. I thank him for being a man of his word, and I thank him for seeing the talent, the skill level, and like, this dude is real, and this dude need to be up there with the rest of those guys. And I thank him for giving me that push and attaching my name with his, you know what I'm saying, because he already up there, you know what I'm saying? So with just his backing, that can do wonders for my career, and I believe that I'll be super middleweight champ by the end of this year, or hopefully next year with Teofimo help.
They think I ain't gonna make weight either.
You look less fat.
We're gonna see.
That's right.
Hang on my overhand, shoot the uppercut.
I'm gonna try to set it up. Finish with the hook.
When you tagged me in, I should have flipped over the top rope. Or yeah, I should have seen
Hey, we need the motherfucking belts to take a picture of.
Do it again.
Tag team champions.
We need to call them this picture. Oh man, tag team. Hey, we need a shirt.
Every day. I swear to God, I'll be fucking so.
Stay there, shoot it right here. So I'll time you right here. This is a good camera angle here. One more. 1, 2, slip right hand to the body. However you want to throw it, however you want. Nice. Here. Feet first. Do it again. Good. Sneak the right hand from here. Straighten it up. Left up to your right. Bring your right. So it's right. Right hand hook with body. Stab him. Huh? Stab him to the body. But you ain't stuck with it, you gotta like stay back. Good. I like how you followed up. This is so easy, I can do it all night. I can't wait to do it in a fight. I ain't gonna give y'all too much, but. Yes, sir. Hey, we ready to fight.